Well, I'd like to set up a street cafe manned by folks from my church, which are mostly Hong Kongers, recently arrived Hong Kongers. Cantonese is a native language, so it's a big step for them speaking in English. But we came out last Wednesday, and there's a wee team of about 5 or 6 of us, and we had good conversations. It was absolutely freezing, a good few degrees lower than in Hong Kong, that's for sure. So we were meant to have another street cafe today, but it didn't work out. But determined to get one up regularly, up and running here. Reaching university students, particularly Chinese and Asian students. There's 7,250 Asian students in Edinburgh University. 5,500 of them are Chinese, and many of the folks from my church, although they're native Cantonese speakers, can also speak Mandarin, so I'd love to connect with these Chinese folks, many of whom never heard the gospel and won't know much about Christianity. And last week, certainly a good number of them stopped, and we had conversations with them, and so it was quite encouraging. It would be good if our team could grow, we could get a few more people. I think I might try and connect with some of the other Chinese churches in town and try and increase our pool of volunteers. And this is new to a lot of people, so we need just to maybe sharpen our skills and know how to share the gospel a little bit better. And also we need somewhere where we can easily boil the water, because street cafe, obviously takes a certain amount of boiled water. So if we could partner with a local church, that would be brilliant in that way. Well, actually, the folks from a church, although we worship in Corstorphine, they're from all around the area, so we're a gathered church. But I have a ministry vehicle as well, which I want to tie in to this ministry, and it's an ex-ambulance vehicle. And I'm hoping that we can set up here and have students believe and then disciple them in the vehicle. Kind of thing. I don't expect them to come to my church. The church is too far away, but hopefully we can disciple them in this kind of halfway house.
And how did you end up with a Cantonese church?
Okay, will I start from the beginning?
Yeah, a little bit.
I got a prophetic word August 2014 from somebody, a place called Glasgow Prophetic Centre, saying, Duncan, I see you sowing seed. All the seed is falling down an old well, and you're wondering, when am I going to get a harvest? And I see the Lord giving you a harvest. It's going to be an instant harvest, and it's going to look like instant noodles. So that was August 2014. The next 7 years I was pastoring this church, Corstorphine United Free Church. I had 12 Scottish people on a Sunday, went down to 10 on occasion and even fewer. And there I was working away in this little church thinking, when am I going to get a harvest for all this work I'm doing, and what does an instant noodle harvest look like? So there I was working away, and nothing was happening year after year for 7 years. And then on Good Friday 2021, an email dropped into my inbox from a pastor from Hong Kong who'd had to leave Hong Kong because of his pro-democracy stand. He'd come to Edinburgh, and he was looking for a building to set up a new congregation Cantonese language service. And he said he came across our building in Corstorphine, and did we have room for such a service? And the building was pretty empty on a Sunday morning, and I said yes, plenty of room. And he set up, first service was on first Sunday of May 2021, and there was 47 people in that first service. So I thought, there's my instant harvest, and it does look like instant noodles. So that church grew right to end of August. I think it was 120 people. The building was absolutely packed. My ambulance ministry vehicle was filled with the Sunday school kids. The local community centre was filled with the youth. And then, would you believe, this man, lovely man called William Yung, he caught COVID and he passed away. He'd planted another church, Cantonese language church in Glasgow, just the week before, and then he passed away. And there was service went into abeyance. There was no services for a few weeks, and we're praying and thinking about what to do. And in the end, the congregation decided to continue. They got another pastor from Hong Kong, and they continued under the Cumberland Church banner. Some of them I wanted to go a different road, and they set up a bilingual service under our church's banner. So we now have a bilingual Sunday afternoon service of maybe 40 odd adults and 20 youth in Corstorphine Community Church. So it's been an amazing journey.
So make sure you tell the taxi not his flat but our flat.